Welcome to the underground, you rebel scum. This is the American Expat, and by now you've all heard that, from Kash Patel and Dan Bongino over there at the FBI and the Department of Justice, that Epstein did it to himself, that there wasn't someone involved when the cameras went down, and, well, the internet is in an uproar because nobody believes it. They think, somebody must have got to Kash Patel and Dan Bongino. What if there's a third scenario? What if there's something that's not being considered? Let's grab a cup of coffee and then we'll dive into this. Thanks for sticking with us. I know it's been a little bit since I posted on this channel, but I was feeling the itch to talk about the current events that are going on, and this is a big one. I don't know how nobody is seeing this, maybe I'm not gonna, bury the lead here. What if Epstein really did do it to himself, but he was told to do so? Now, I was looking over this. I remember that he was attacked by his cellmate, and I looked into it. It was a police officer who had been involved in organized crime, the drug trade, that sort of thing. And he had killed a bunch of people. And I looked into, how did he do it? The main person that he killed, because he thought that the person had stolen, a couple $100,000 from him that was meant to be used to purchase illegal products in order to be sold to make a profit, I guess. Well, apparently he got rid of that guy by, putting something around the person's neck and tightening it, really, really awful stuff. So I looked at it and so the guy attacked Epstein in his cell when they were cellmates. And I looked into what exactly Epstein said that he had done, because Epstein didn't report it. He was apparently worried that he would, be labeled as a snitch or something like that. So he didn't want to actually report it to the guards. It didn't save him in the end. He did tell his attorney, though, that the guy had played let me put something around your neck, and then tightened it. And that was where the marks had come from on his neck. And what do you know? Epstein went out the same way. But I was thinking about that. What if that one was really an attack and, it didn't work out and Epstein, he lived? And then later on, I don't know, did Epstein receive any visitors? Did anybody of prominence come to visit him? Maybe give him a message? Maybe he was told, look, it's time for you to go. You've had your time with the money and everything. Now it's time for you to go. And if you don't, like what happened before, it's going to be far worse a way to go than if you just do this yourself and make things easy for us. Kind of like the Looper situation where you tie off your, own, you know what I mean? Just my thoughts, everybody's upset and saying that Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, somebody got to them. What if it's not the case? What if he really did do it himself, but he was told to do so? Just thought I would share that, my own 2 cents on the whole thing. I think we're going to have more here. I tried on the other channel to post regular videos. Apparently the algorithm really, really punished me for that. But that channel is already experiencing troubles. But here we can talk about things and it doesn't really matter. Just like the other channel doesn't matter. This one also, it does because you guys are here, right? And we want to talk about important things. Just, my 2 cents on that. So the Epstein thing, maybe he really did do it to himself. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I totally off base here, or is that a possibility? To me, that seems like, of course, it's a possibility. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'll see you guys in the next one.
ไฟพะวงหลงเฝ้าสาวเจ้าบางประกงทางห้วยงงหลงเกอหาโอเวียนกรรมจำพราก